Hello and welcome to another episode of Streaming Without a Paddle. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted.
This week, Ted and I took on the Prime Video original, The Wrecking Crew, starring
Jason Momoa, Dave Bautista, Morena Baccarin, Jacob Batalon, Frankie Adams, Lydia Peckham, and Miyavi, and Branscombe Richmond. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff.
All right.
That's about the main people.
Yes. The story's about two estranged brothers reuniting after the unfortunate murder of their father.
By the Yakuza.
They team up to try to find the killers.
Who is the Yakuza? It's pretty immediate. Like it's within the first 10 minutes of the movie.
There you go. That's it. That's the movie right there.
That's the movie.
That's it. It can't get any simpler than that.
It is a buddy cop movie, but without being a buddy cop movie.
This is it's 2 hours and 4 minutes long, and again on Amazon Prime. I'm pretty sure I stated that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that Jeff Bezos money.
Whatever he didn't spend on the Melania movie. Did you like that one?
Yeah. Well, I haven't watched it.
Did you like that comment? That was
I did. That was great.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor because, it had a huge opening weekend, right?
Yeah.
Well, they paid her $40 million, reportedly, to do the movie, or to do the documentary, right? I think she was personally paid $35 million out of it, from what I've read. I have no clue. No, I'm just going off of things I've read on the internet. But Amazon put another $35 million into promoting the film, and I'm hearing now, or reading, whatever you want to call it, when you get your news from the internet, that a large chunk of that was to actually buy tickets.
Yeah, I heard that too.
To the movie, because the theater seats are apparently empty.
I thought it was funny. I was reading a bunch of comments about how bad it was from
right.
every single person. And what's the conservative place that's here? What's that studio? The one Ben Shapiro runs?
Right, the Wire? Or
Daily Wire.
Daily Wire.
They said it was bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, if they said it was bad, then it must be bad.
Yeah.
I know a few people that work there. I should just text one of them.
SNL had a good swipe at it.
Yeah.
This weekend. So anyway, and
we should review it.
Yeah, I'm not going to see it. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not going to say that.
I don't think I could sit through an hour and 40 minutes of that.
Yeah, I read a headline. Well, apparently, the director here, Brett Ratner.
Oh God, he hasn't had a movie in years.
It was buddies with Jeffrey Epstein. But I also read somewhere, just a headline, that, and it's not just one place. I saw it multiple times, that it was totally a payola piece for Melania from Bezos' Amazon. So anyway, I'm not going down that road.
Look at that creep. Look at that creep, Brett Ratner.
Yeah, and which I find it funny. I looked at the ratings the other day on Rotten Tomato for that. Then we're going to get off of this.
Yeah, okay.
It was the critics gave it an 11, but the unverified audience gave it 99. Apparently, the best thing they've ever seen in their life.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I just can't see it.
Oh
man, this dude hasn't done a movie since like 2000. Before this, it's whatever. We should just talk about the other good movie we watched, not this. But
yeah, Oh, I'm sorry. Rotten Tomatoes is down to 7%.
Man.
IMDb. This is the lowest score I've ever seen on IMDb. 1.3.
Wow. That's a very low score.
Oh, okay. But let's get on to the wrecking.
Hey, last thing.
The Wrecking Crew. Yeah.
Just so we're clear, just to say it, the last thing he did before this was Hercules in 2014 with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It was a flop. There's not many Dwayne The Rock Johnson flops.
There's only one Hercules with me, and that's
Kevin Sorbo?
No. Dr. Doolittle. My Little Hercules.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Not Dr. Doolittle. That's a...
Nutty Professor.
Yeah, Nutty Professor.
I'm sorry. Close.
Great movie.
Right. My Little Hercules.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's an amazing scene.
All right, let's get on to the Wrecking Crew. Bautista.
I mean...
Momoa.
Awesome. This movie was fun. It was awesome. It reminded me of a 90s action movie, which is, I think, what they were going for.
Right.
I mean, just, it's not changing the world, but it was well written for an action movie. It reminded me of The Last Boy Scout. And it reminded me of 48 Hours. Really heavily 48 Hours.
Yeah.
And in a good way, not 48 Hours 2, 48 Hours 1.
Well, I think you make that comparison. I agree with you. And because it was a 90s movie, and those that you just listed, there's an element that I think this movie missed, and I'm just going to jump into it.
Okay.
I think this movie missed humor. If you're going to have wrecks like they had in this movie, and shootouts like they had in this movie, and the chasing of people like they had in this movie, you gotta have a little comedy. Everything was so serious.
I think Jason Momoa was the comedy.
Okay, again.
You wanted more comedy.
I wanted real comedy.
Well, Bautista's not funny. He's a good actor, but he's not funny.
Oh, he was hysterical in Guardians.
Yeah, because he's playing a guy that has no humor. But
his character's not funny in this movie.
No.
Just to be clear,
Momoa is funny in this movie.
I'm going to disagree with you. I didn't find him very funny, and I looked at this movie, and again, I'm not ripping on it, and this is the only thing I had a problem with. I was like, if you're going to put that much action into a movie, you've got to go one way or the other, and you already had the Bautista character there, as serious comes, and Momoa just didn't, he didn't have the one-liners, and I'm just saying, it could have been, I think his character, as you bring it up, it could have been funnier, and the kid who's in it,
Jacob Batalon, who's from Spider-Man,
right. He could have really had some funny moments there as the goofball, right?
I thought he did.
I can't think of any one scene that made me laugh. I just don't. I can't. I tried to find it, and when I watched this movie twice.
I watched this movie twice. I watched it. Okay. I watched it last week, and then I watched it again today, while I was at the gym. I think
pumping the iron.
It was cardio day.
Dead wench at the gym pumping iron.
Trying to keep my heart, in good shape. Yeah. I don't know. I think sometimes we're trying to hold things to such a high standard. Because I watch this movie and it's better than almost everything we watched last year. Just as an entertaining movie, not as an art movie. It would not be top 5, but it would be hard top 10 from last year. Of everything.
Okay. That's you.
Yeah. I just think I watched it, and could there have been a little more humor? Yeah. Could there have been a little more, they had room to play that? Yeah. But as far as what they make now and the crap they slop out onto television and film, they make crap, and they make.
I just want to clarify, because I understand what you're saying, and I guess when I say clarify, I really want to break this down more. This movie, when it opens up with Jason Momoa's character, it's a funny scene.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not rib-tickling funny, but you see the cockiness and the humor. He's like, okay, I'm better than you, right? Mm-hmm. And he's got this kind of flippant attitude. And I don't want to spoil it because it's an action scene, right? And during that action scene, he's, he's just being flippant with the guys that are trying to hurt him, right? Mm-hmm. And that was funny. But then once he left there,
He wasn't funny again?
he wasn't really funny anymore.
He wasn't funny for a long time.
He left that character. He left his personality in Oklahoma, which was really in New Zealand. And we'll get to where this movie was shot later because we do that.
Okay. So here's what I think.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I didn't look up where it shot. It makes total sense. Because I was like,
Yeah.
I've seen these actors before in other things. Now it makes sense.
Okay.
Anyway, I think you are correct that for about an hour in there, he lost that character. But then it came back once they had their fight, and then they decided to kind of team up. Then he was funny again.
If that character that was in, and that happens 20 minutes into the movie, if that character stayed there throughout, there was a touch of it when his girlfriend came to Hawaii.
Spicy.
And that character came out again, or that character's personality came out again. But I just lost it, and I thought that was, and I noticed it right away when he got to Hawaii and he's there for about a half an hour. I'm like, where did Momoa from Oklahoma go?
He was angry.
I mean, where? I mean, well, I don't know why he was angry because, he didn't like his dad. They were estranged, and he's there for the funeral, right? And so, that was my problem with it. It hung with me. But other than that, I found the movie entertaining. So,
I'd rather watch this 10 times in a row than ever watch another scene from Frankenstein. Minus the first 10 minutes.
Okay.
First 10 minutes, best Frankenstein movie ever.
Since you opened that door, I'm going to say I enjoyed Frankenstein more than I enjoyed this movie.
Different strokes.
It's exactly. And that's why there's two of us here.
Yeah.
And there's not just one of us going, it sucked or it was great.
Well, it's because I like more B movie, like out there kind of, and that British drawing room talk is not going to be for me.
Okay.
That's what I said last week. I gave it a really high score.
I don't want you to take, your score was higher than mine. I mean, I don't want you to take this personally. Okay. Yeah. And you can harp on me and I'll harp on myself about it. And I'll start with me. And I put this as polite as I can, but I'm going to put it very bluntly.
Here it goes.
I find my taste in movies in general have to be a little bit more sophisticated for me to enjoy them.
I find that about you as well.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'm hopping on that. I mean, that's that's me.
Right, but I like Fallout where you're like, I could do without. I like
right.
Last of Us. I like that sort of stuff.
I'm just going to say you prefer things that I think are more mainstream, commercial. I like art films.
Yeah, I could care less. All the movies nominated for Oscars, I don't think I've seen that many of them.
Okay, I've seen Train Dreams now.
Sinners should win everything.
Train Dreams was a good movie. All right,
sure.
I'm down to 2 now on the list that I haven't seen yet. The Emma Stone one,
Begonia.
Begonia.
I might watch Begonia tonight. I hear it's weird and crazy.
Yeah, Begonia and one other. But anyway, I've got them all in except for those 2, and I'm gonna get those 2 in.
Yeah, I mean, I think that.
I just wanted to say that for our listeners, not directed towards you, but towards our direct listeners and watchers out there. That when you're watching and you listen to the show, you're getting 2 different perspectives. I hope we've made this clear from the get-go when we started this.
But if you were to get the type of art house perspective that I am into is more horror art house perspective, or Linklater, 2 people walking around talking about their feelings.
I look at it this way. All right? This is for our audience out there. if there's a movie, just imagine, where they take the two circles and then they start to overlap them, and then there's that sweet spot where the two circles overlap. Well, let's have two circles. One of them is Ted and one of them's Andrew, and then they overlap like that, and then there's that sweet spot right there. If Ted and I both say that something's good, it's in that sweet spot, you should definitely watch it. Okay? Yeah. I think this movie's probably in that circle, but you're more to the middle of that circle, and I'm just on the edge of getting in there.
I don't know. I think when you hear my score, you'll be like, okay, but I don't think you. I think you think I'm about to hit you with a real big number, and I'm not.
No, I wasn't even going. No. That thought hadn't crossed.
I mean, I think our numbers are probably close, but I just really enjoyed it.
Okay,
that's also the thing. I can objectively watch these art house movies that I do not enjoy and be like,
ditto.
And that one from Iceland was literally in my top 3 last year, and it was one of the best things I've seen in the last 5 years.
Ditto.
Yeah, so there's a large crossover. It's just around Halloween and around Christmas, I'm going to pick more of the movies, and then the rest of the year, Andrew's going to pick them.
Yeah. All right. Well. All right, let's get back to this. We talk about the acting. Nothing special.
Nope.
No, they're just there. Yeah. They read the script, and again, I think, and I'm not blaming Momoa on this, but I think his character lost that personality quality that made him a really strong character in here. Bautista, he plays a army guy, lieutenant commander or colonel or something like that. I don't know. But he played that role well and very regimented. Here's an example, right? This is an example where I think they missed the boat on the humor on this thing. There are a number of times in this movie where there's a shootout going, right? And Momoa, and they make specific attention to this, but they play nothing off of it. Momoa comes out and he's just shooting, right? He's a cop. He plays a cop, but he's pulling the trigger, right?
Yep.
Right? And he's unloading clips. And then they cut to Bautista, and you see him aiming, and he pulls the trigger, and the person falls down on the ground dead.
Yeah.
Right? That happens 2 or 3 times in this movie. And not once did they play off of that, show off, right?
Yeah, they didn't. They should have leaned in more.
I mean, it's like I had 3 beers, okay? I was in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Something, and they missed the boat. That's my example of where they missed the boat on this.
Okay.
All right, I think I'm not going to give any accolades to the direction on this. It was just cut and dry as far as I could tell. There was nothing special. There no moments, and it's hard to have a moment in a movie like this because, cars are going everywhere. You don't find a Spike Lee push or camera position in a movie like this. But I think I need to give credit where credit is due, and you brought this up earlier, and that's with the writer of this, and his name is Jonathan Tropper. He's not a well-known name. Interesting backstory on it. I mean, the guy's got almost 20 movies and television series, primarily a series, written that he's penned, and I'm just getting the feeling that this movie came to fruition when he was working with Bautista and Momoa on the Apple TV series C. Have you seen that?
No.
Momoa plays a blind guy, and they're trying to root him out. If memory serves me correct, I saw it. They were under attack.
Oh yeah. I never remember that.
Right. Anyway, so Bautista and Momoa worked together on that. Momoa did 24 episodes of it. Bautista was in it for 8. And this guy, Jonathan Tropper, he wrote that series. Or wrote on that series. So I'm pretty sure that's where, and I think he actually was one of the producers of it as well. So that's where I think this all came into their meeting,
Yeah.
Bautista and Momoa, and they probably had a day on set because that was back in 2019 to 2022 when that series aired. This movie was penned, obviously, prior to that. It was purchased in 2024, and with both Bautista and Momoa attached right from the get-go. And this is from what I've read. I could be wrong, but this is my interpretation of what went down. So ultimately it was picked up, and they shot this in 2025. In 2024, mainly in New Zealand, Auckland, to be more specific. They had 12 days in Hawaii, but they shot this over 3 months. How about that?
It's us as all the exterior scenes, or all the exterior beach scenes are in Hawaii, and everything else is in New Zealand.
I don't think that's.
That's just in the trivia.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, all right.
They said
and the highway, the big chase scene on the highway was in there, but it's only 12 days. Only 12 days in Hawaii. The rest of it was shot in New Zealand out of 3 months of shooting
for tax incentives.
So,
can I just?
I think.
Go ahead.
No.
Can I just say something a little technical towards the production side of things?
Of course.
And I don't know who listens to us, and I don't know if anyone in Hollywood cares, and I don't know what, but you should know that you're killing the American film business. People in Hollywood. The brass. They are killing it because they have made it so expensive to shoot in California. There's no incentives anywhere except states people don't want to shoot in, like, Arkansas or wherever else. But, so they're taking everything and going to the UK, New Zealand, Eastern Europe.
We're Americans, Chad. We're good at one thing: slinging guns and shooting ourselves in the feet. I mean, that's just the bottom line.
I mean, there's just almost no shows that shoot here anymore.
They don't care.
How do they not care?
Because it's all about money.
Okay.
There's two different objectives here. There's too much. I'm sorry. That's just the bottom line. So the reason they go elsewhere.
We would outsource we would outsource anything we possibly could.
Speaking of which, and I don't want to get too far off here, but when I shop at Aldi's, okay, and to get to Aldi's, I have to drive through the parking lot of our local Walmart, where I never shop. I avoid Walmart like the plague.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a last call, desperate act to get my ass into a Walmart.
Yeah, because you got to take your own bags to Aldi.
Well, here, the reason I don't shop at Walmart is Ted and I live in a very rural area. And I don't want people's shame. But I'm an empath with the sixth sense. And I walk in there, and it's like walking into the world of depression.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's just, no. I mean, these people are hurting, and I don't want to feel it. And so I'm not saying I'm not picking on them because it's a real life situation in this area in which we live. And it's just that way. But anyway, I forget what I was going to say.
Well, I was just talking about how we will outsource anything, and we're we're essentially killing the American film business.
No, this is what kills me. I drive through the parking lot to get to Aldi's, and they have, I kid you not, folks, they have 80 designated parking spots for grocery pickup at our local Walmart up here in Gallatin, Tennessee. Right?
I don't live as rural as Andrew for our
No,
audience.
he doesn't. He's in the uptown town of Hendersonville.
This is not as rural.
No, it's not.
I'm probably 10 minutes to Nashville. We're fine.
There's not near as much twang in the voices of people in
There's
Hendersonville.
not.
Anyway, and I kid you not, half the time I drive through there, I'm going to say a third of those pick up your groceries because somebody went and grocery shop for you spots are full. And I can't get over that. I go get my own groceries.
Because why wouldn't you?
I want to see the head of lettuce that I'm picking out. I want to pick out the piece of meat. I want to pick out the package of chicken, right?
I agree.
I want to price compare.
It blows my mind that people do it. Unless you're injured. Are you injured? Are you sick?
I can't understand it.
I will Instacart. Paige and I remember we got the stomach flu and we had to move that show. And we were down for a couple days. She got it the night before. I got it the next day. And then we both had it for about two and a half days. I Instacarted. That's the first time since the pandemic.
Okay. I've never done that. I have never had groceries delivered. I have never gone to the store, sat in a parking spot, and texted my number, my parking spot number, to somebody else, and then bring my groceries out. Never done anything like that. I go in the store, and if I want green beans in a can, I look at the green beans in a can, and I see, okay, well, this can, and at Walmart, they've got 3 different brands of green beans in cans. This one's cheaper.
Aldi's, they have one.
Yeah. But I don't get my green beans at Aldi's. But anyway, I don't. It stupefies me that people do that service. And again, I'm in a very, I don't want to say poor, but it's a very rural part of Tennessee. And they charge for that service. Does it make them feel special? Do you think that's what it is?
Maybe. You're in a more diverse economy. You have a very wealthy portion in this area than you have also a very poor portion.
But it's not the wealthy people.
I know.
It's not.
I understand what you're
Seriously.
saying. I don't know why people do it.
I'm thinking people are going, I need to go grocery shopping, but if I turn my car off, my car won't restart when I get back out with all the groceries.
I'm thinking it's people.
I'm going to need a jump, so I'm just going to order my groceries online, and I'm going to go sit in a parking spot with my engine running.
I think it's people that have convinced them. A lot of the I don't want to say. I'm trying to dance. I think it's a lot of people that don't. Well, I can't go in there and do this.
Do you think they're too embarrassed to go into the store?
I don't know. It's a lot of people that ride rascals. You know those little things at the front of the store?
Oh, yeah. No.
Maybe it's a lot of those people.
Because, maybe that's it. Maybe Walmart, because Walmart doesn't have enough rascals. Well, shoot, I got to phone it in today.
Walmart is a different animal. It's a different animal. It's people buying in bulk. It's all, yeah, you're correct. I don't go to Walmart unless I absolutely have to.
All right, and I'm going to get off of this after I just say this. This is how I shop, folks. I look for deals. You can call me frugal, whatever you want. Or the new grocery ads come out, and I'm the cook in the family. The new ads come out on Wednesday, but you can preview them on Tuesday online. I see what is coming down the road as a special, or we have Publix here that does a lot of BOGOs. I'll give you a hint. There's a pork tenderloin right now that's BOGO. Normally it's about £1.50, and it's normally $9.99, but it's BOGO, so it's $5 right now. That's a good deal.
I'm going right after this.
That's a good deal. So I'll see that ad, and I'll say, okay, look at that. I can get £1.50 of pork tenderloin, already marinated in multitudes of flavors. I'm going to go get that, and we'll that's only $5. And look over here in the refrigerated section. I can get a can of Pillsbury biscuits. They're BOGO too, so they're $1.25. Right? There's a meal right there. We're going to have eggs, pork tenderloin, and a biscuit. That's very Southern. That's the thing. It's very good. There you go. That's how I shop. I don't think people that shop at Walmart pay attention to a Publix or Kroger, the other store here locally, for prices, because I find Walmart prices actually a little bit more than Publix or Kroger, especially when there's a sale going on. And there's never a sale at Walmart.
Yeah, but you have to get the sale. It's what you're talking about it, because we live next to Publix. We shop at Publix all the time. You got to get the deals. If not, Publix is expensive.
Yeah, well, it's no more expensive than Kroger's.
No, they're all expensive now.
They are, but that's how I plan my menu.
I'm about to make a pasta primavera tonight, which is going to be delightful with a little lemon zest on it.
There you go. All right, Cooking Ted. Welcome to the show, Cooking with Ted.
We've had a lot of sidebars on this one.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's get back to this movie. Let's go ahead, since we're at this mile marker, time-wise. Let's go ahead and put our numbers on it.
6.6.
Well, you are a lot lower than me. I'm a 7.4.
That's a little high.
I found it entertaining. I thought it had. There was nothing wrong with it other than the fact that the character development or continuation of Momoa, it got lost.
Well, I was going to give it a 7 flat, but then I thought you'd call me a rookie because I didn't give it a... So I'm going to change it to 7 flat. I'm changing it to 7 flat because I always give Paige gives scores on these things, and she always gives flat numbers, and I'm like, that's a rookie score.
That's right.
So I'm going to give it a 7 flat and change
that
it.
wouldn't work for me because we've been doing this so long, and you're into the decimals too. So,
but I would say
the
reason I'm giving it a 7, because this is a genre that would be more me than you, and when I think of the gold standard in this genre, I do think of Lethal Weapon. I think of
Ditto.
I mean, that is like if
48 Hours.
These are The Last Boy Scout.
Oh, a phenomenal movie.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which is the more artsy version of these.
Right.
But the other guys, those are all like 8.8 to 9.5.
Right.
In this genre. So I can't really give this. It's not any. It's a good movie, but it's not any of those movies.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that similar thought crossed my head when figuring out what I was going to score this. And you're absolutely right. Most of those movies that you just rattled off would have a low to mid 8 score from me, and I didn't think this would be anything more than a full number below them.
Right.
And again, here's a real distraction from this movie. 2 hours and 4 minutes. It was too much.
Yeah, they could have had one less fight.
Yeah, there's a scene where the two brothers it's their first butting of heads. They leave the dinner table, right? Walk down to the, and I'm just, it's like, that was a little too long. That was just that was too long. All right, so I'm a watch though.
Oh, I'm a watch.
If you want to be entertained, great.
I'll watch it again. I'll say that.
Yeah, speaking of watching again, I think my wife has watched People We Vacation, People We Meet on Vacation at least 8 times. For our listeners out there, not to time date or timestamp this episode, but our area had an ice storm come through, and we were pretty much paralyzed. And we're still dealing with a lot of power outages in the area. And did you lose power?
For 2 days.
For 2 days. See, Ted lost power for 2 days.
Not even.
And he's in fashionable Hendersonville. Things are a priority.
Let's see. It went off, and then, yes, we got it back. Yeah, 2.5 days.
Okay. Well, I know somebody that was in fashionable Hendersonville that was out for 3 days, and I know people in Nashville proper. I don't know if they're back on, but as of yesterday, they weren't.
A lot of stuff came back on yesterday. My parents didn't get it till 2 days ago, and they still don't have any internet. So my mom is like,
oh no,
freaking out. She's like, I can't watch TV. We got her like a little.
She's streaming.
Yeah,
all she does is stream.
She doesn't know what streaming means, though. She doesn't.
Right.
She has her cable. So they brought her like a little camping TV. Remember, like back in the day when you could get like 4 channels.
Right.
It's 2.
I think I have one up in the attic.
Yeah, she's watching just channel 2. Well, I'm watching channel 2. I'm bored. But,
that's all I can watch.
Better than nothing.
Gonna throw that at you.
Oh.
It's like you got to rewind.
Do I have a Oh, it's my rewind.
It's your rewind.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that's okay. We can hold off.
No, I got to rewind. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
All right.
We ready? I watched a crazy movie the other night and it's on Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Yes.
What's it called?
Hell Comes to Frogtown. Now, I need everybody to know that this movie was made in 1988. It did not age well. It is a sci-fi action movie where they're trying to save the human race by finding a male that is fertile and then rescuing a harem of females who are also fertile from an evil frog king mutant people.
I don't know how this could not be a good movie.
Rowdy Piper.
It stars Rowdy Piper. Oh my god!
And the from the barbarian. What's his name? The barbarian. Schwarzenegger's first movie.
Oh,
that's her. That's the girl from that movie.
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't even pronounce that name. Oh, that's funny. And Ted's right. It's on Amazon. 1 hour and 1988. Speaking of which, going back to what we just watched, the Wrecking Crew. Dave Bautista's his fight timing is just amazing, and I know it was because of all the wrestling he did. But he's throwing punches, and there's actually one scene where he gives somebody a choke slap, or a neck slap, and I was just like, oh, dude, that is such a wrestling move.
Yeah, he's a tank.
But no, I mean, it was great though watching him when he was throwing punches. I mean, and taking punches. I was like, this is what's made him a good action star. Is he knows how to do those two things: throw and take punches.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's one of those things that wrestling brings to the table. All right, so Ted, you were a 7. A 7. I was a 7.4. It's the Wrecking Crew. It too is on Amazon, and not that it matters. Oh, look here. Look, IMDb 6.5, Rotten Tomatoes 7.5. So we're right there. We're not misleading you people, right? Unlike the Melania, which is at 99% unverified audience, 7% critics. So anyway, I don't know how you can have that span when it comes to...
I don't know.
Do you think they're paying people to go on and post positive reviews on Rotten Tomato?
Probably.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, you can't have critics that is 7 and have an audience score of 99.
Well, who would go sit down and watch that?
I guess Melania is better than Gone with the Wind.
I just don't understand I don't understand who in their right mind would voluntarily go to a movie theater to watch that.
I don't either.
Oh, interesting.
Well, nobody is.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just buying the tickets, but nobody's showing up.
You're telling me that before we get off, Melania has a... Oh, it's number 1. Popularity, it's number 1.
Yeah, right.
Nope. This was paid for.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. It isn't.
I don't know what to say. This is the world we live in now, folks.
1.3. Unusual activity. Our rating mechanism has detected unusual voting activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, shocker.
1.3, 7% from the critics there on Rotten Tomato. And let me delve a little deeper here. I'm gonna be, 7% from critics, 98. It's down to 98% on unverified.
Yeah, they had to pay bots to watch it. And,
they did.
And not watch it, but just rate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, let's. I just have to do this. I have to. No, I don't want to leave. I want to see. Oh, it's funny because everything that I'm seeing here is 1 star, but yet it says it's 99. Oh my gosh. Oh, what world we live in. All right, everybody. I'm going to end on that. Watch this movie, The Wrecking Crew of Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa.
Watch it.
There you go. Thanks again. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted.